What is up, everybody? This is your host, Bert, from The Art of Partying. We're waiting for UK Chris. He is having some technical difficulties. And if you're from Chicago, we had just had a huge-ass rain. And a couple of us got flooded, so Donnie's going to run a little late. So don't worry. All the crew will be here. How you guys been? This is The Art of Partying. Well, with Bert for a couple minutes. So what's up, everybody? How you guys been? Always got to check the phone and shit. Come on and talk with me until the boys come in. So how did everyone like the new Halloween trailer that came out? Just kind of curious on that. I saw it.
John Scott said, hey.
Hey, John. See, here we go. Our guy from the pond, UK Chris, is here. I'm going to get him in right now. UK Chris, how are you?
Mate?
I'm doing good.
I'm all right. I've sorted my computer right now.
Yes, we had technical issues with Chris. Donnie's going to be running late. I just told everyone that we just had a flood here in Chicago. So he'll be coming. John is on. Is he commenting?
Yeah, John said, I haven't seen
Powerful
it.
boss man, how you doing, John?
John said he's commenting on hold on, what did he say, Mel?
I haven't seen it. I don't have to put that out.
Yeah, check it out, John. It's really, really good stuff.
And then he said, UK Chris, well done earlier on BFW.
John gave you credit, Chris. Well done earlier on your show.
And your dad watched.
Cheers, John. Thank you very much.
Hey, Dad, how you doing?
I'm Stuart as well. I'm Stuart as well.
And Stewie too. He said Stewie too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this. If you're wondering why it doesn't say UK Chris this time around, I've lost a bet to him. No, I'm not going to say stupidly. I went for my man.
Stupidly.
I know he did. My man, Nate Diaz, was going to win. If you haven't seen Big Fight Weekly, I said my man was going to win that fight against Leon Edwards. If you have seen that UFC pay-per-view, he lost in the last round by a judge's decision. So I am forced to drink Foster's in the fourth round, whatever.
No, he lost 4 rounds.
He lost 4 rounds. He's okay. Right? Anywho, the bet was if I lost, I would drink Rolling Rock. You're wondering why I'm holding this. UK Chris decided to make me drink this warm Foster's. So I'm going to do this for him because I lost the bet out of the greatest glass my family can get me, the best uncle in the world, and you will see me crack this right now.
The best uncle in the world is going to about to taste some nice nectar of piss now, though, isn't he?
And I will show this pour here. This is ridiculous. Look at that fucking head.
Christ, you wouldn't be good in the bloody pub pulling pints, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Oh, God, it's piss.
Head on that, mate. Come
piss
on.
clear. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is piss clear. This is what we call
It tastes like piss as well.
Piss water. Oh, God. Before we get to the topics, I have to do this, ladies and gentlemen. I promised him I would. How bad does it smell? This is what we call piss water.
Oh, that's all right. Oh.
Yeah, it smells like piss. First sip.
Enjoy it. Drink it in, son. Drink it in.
I know I'm going to have fun. Oh, fuck.
Yes. Come on. Tell the viewers. Give the viewers a good review of Foster's, Albert.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can only tell you it's sweet as all shit. I'm probably going to get a headache.
Oh, it's sweet.
It's sweet as all. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This shit is not made in. What is it claiming that it's made where?
Oh, it said they claim it's from Australia, but it's actually
It's not from Australia.
brewed in the UK. It's brewed in the UK, yeah.
No, it's not.
Just say it in the back, though.
It says it's Australia. Yeah, right here. Founded in Australia. That's a fucking
Yeah,
lie.
but it's brewed in the UK, mate.
Not even brewed in the UK. This bullshit is brewed in Dallas, Texas. I'm sorry I didn't want to offend anyone in Texas. Any more comments? I don't want to offend anyone in Texas, but this is piss water.
Did you say hi to your dad?
Hi, Daddy. Oh, my father's on. Hey, Dad, this is piss water. And let me have another sip to that. sweet.
Yes. Enjoy it, lad. Enjoy it. This is something I've been waiting for a whole week.
He's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He's not wrong. So, yeah, I am drinking this garbage for the rest of the show.
I've had to go through COVID just to wait for you to have that drink of piss.
Did you really? Oh, yeah, that's right. The only for those of you that don't know, to recap on that, UK Chris unfortunately caught COVID. This is the same as Don caught it a while ago, and we couldn't do the show. So this is the makeup show. Like I said on the pre-tape that I did Sunday, everything's going to stay the same. The topics are still going to stay the same. There is something new that happened before we filmed it, and I will show that later. But how are you feeling, Chris?
You know what, mate? Better today. I'm starting to smell and taste things, which has been like the pain in the arse of having COVID, you know. Yeah, it wasn't great having coughs and colds and stuff, but, you know, not being able to taste anything. I
wish I couldn't taste this right now.
Oh, no, mate. You're going to taste it all and enjoy that.
Oh, God. Again, I don't mean to cut him off. Look at the color of this, ladies and gentlemen. In the United States, we call this piss color.
In the UK, we call it piss water.
Beer Bud Light line.
Yes, it is. What did my father say?
Foster's is Vast Beer Bud Light line.
He's not wrong on that. It tastes like shit.
Yep, that's why I chose it for you, pal.
This is this. Like I said, this is warm, ladies and gentlemen, and it's just look at this color.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Because it's clear. It's probably made with bullshit.
It probably is. And you're drinking it.
Helping me. Oh God. Anywho, yeah, Chris caught COVID, and it was raining that day. It was bad. What happened now?
It was crap. Well,
it was supposed, and it rained today. That's why, like I said, Donnie's a little late. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the old school set, and people were asking me, "What does that mean?" Chris could testify to this.
Yes. I'll be back in a second. I just got to sort the dog out. So you carry on chatting, lad.
What I mean by the old school set, because people were asking us about it. Any more comments? Okay. What I mean by the old school set is we filmed the first Art of Partying was filmed inside what we're gonna film come the winter, the shack. The winter shack. That's what we called it. Because we filmed it in the winter shack. So this is our winter location. The only reason why we're here is, like I said, we had a torrential downpour here in Chicago. So it was a good rain. It was really damn good rain. I'm talking to my wife that's right here. She's watching all your guys' comments. So don't worry. We will get into the topics in a few minutes. How was everyone's week? Now that I'm rambling on. 4. What was that? 4. We got 4? We got 5. There's another one. I have a feeling there's some on YouTube. My YouTube brothers, my goofy goobers, where are you? Come talk. He's giving the finger. Okay. Yeah, he's going to be a few minutes. Like I said, he flooded.
Not good. Not good.
Not good at all. We got a little bit of rain.
Now I'm worried about the lady who lives downstairs from us.
Really?
Yeah.
This is serious shit here. Unfortunately, I mean, Florida has to deal with that too because they get that ridiculous rain and shit.
You come live in the UK and you'll have a lifetime of rain.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys get it bad too over there.
Yeah.
It's got to be miserable as shit. It's got to be miserable. You guys get rain more than Florida, don't you?
The whole of UK gets more rain than everybody.
That's got to be miserable as shit.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I'm not getting used to this. That is the ugliest. I'm not going to stop complaining about this, ladies and gentlemen. That is the ugliest fucking beer I've ever seen in my life. And this is a guy that used to drink Ice House before he converted to craft.
Well, that's the way it is, mate. You lost a bet, and that's what you're going to have to drink.
I still believe in Nate Diaz.
Well, I'm sure Foster's is now believing in you.
It's sweet as shit. Anywho, so let's talk about Hollow Screams. Not not that long ago, they just announced the dates of Hollow Screams. I'm going to put that up right now. We have from September 10th, October 31st. Single night tickets are $30. Every night, two park. Every night it's going to be 80. 2 park passes 80. Same thing, 80. Now, speaking of that, and it wasn't that long ago, we had just found out that they're doing something in SeaWorld, that's a little incredible to me. I would never equate horror with aquatic life. Feelings on that, Chris?
Well, I'd have feelings on it if I knew what you were talking about.
Okay. I told you about Hollow Screams. It's basically Orlando's second haunt. It's like HHN. The difference is this is out in Tampa, but Busch Gardens owns. I couldn't tell him I said hi. Hey, Nick. I'm trying hard not to laugh here because I found this out.
What?
Busch Gardens owns Sesame Street.
What's wrong with that?
You got
You're
all
wrong
the.
with that, Albert. You're a part of Sesame Street.
It's very funny that Disney owns Marvel.
I know.
It's like two different worlds.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you got all these guys running around acting with chainsaws and shit out there and scaring people. You got Big Bird and Elmo hiding in the
And it's
fucking
called
thing.
diversity. So I make it money.
Hey, I ain't saying anything.
A little bit of everything.
So my thing, so that's what it is there, and then SeaWorld, that's like a theme park, but that's built towards the sea. That's where Shamu is, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, Shamu was in SeaWorld or is in SeaWorld. So they're gonna have that out there, and thank God this can is almost done.
Don't be rushing it now.
I'm trying to get rid of this shit as quickly as possible. So yeah, excuse me.
That doesn't mean you should be mixing it with your other stuff.
What are you talking? I'm not mixing anything. No, I'll be all right. So yeah, they're gonna do it out there at SeaWorld. I'm just curious, what do you guys think? It's a little it's a little weird to be having I guess zombie mermaids. I don't know how the hell they're gonna do this, but we'll find out.
Well, I'm sure you will find out. Some people might like that. So
if I can get out there to SeaWorld, I'll try, but your thoughts on that?
Maybe you can dress up as Big Bird and go chase him around some people, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could be disguised. No one will know it's Bert from the Art of Partying. They'll be like,
No,
I know.
It's a good job for you.
No, yeah, it'd be pretty funny if they want to hire me.
What?
To scare people out there as Big Bird.
Or you can be the one that jumps out the can. The tin can, the rubbish can.
Oh, you're talking about who was it? Oscar? Was it Oscar? Okay. Oscar the Grouch, that was his name?
Or maybe the Cookie Monster.
Cookie is for cookie.
Yes.
That's as much as I can do.
We like him too.
And you can sing Nookie, couldn't you, by Limp Bizkit, like that, when they did
Oh,
that song.
hell no, I'm not singing that. Oh, hell no.
Why not?
Oh, did it all for an hookie.
But you can change it, can't you, and say you did it all for the cookie.
Anywho, let's talk about HHN. Instead of us talking about it, I'm going to show you a clip from Mornings with Bert. And by the time that's over with, everyone's favorite little brother will be here. So we'll be right back. Here's a clip from Mornings with Bert about HHN, and we'll talk about it right now. Beetlejuice. I'm going to put it up again. Other than Beetlejuice, Bride of Frankenstein Lives has not been announced. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has not been announced. Revenge of Tooth Fairy has not been announced. The HHN Icon House hasn't been announced. Welcome to Scary hasn't been announced. The Wicked Growth has not been announced. We have seen video of Puppet Theater, so that could be announced. The Haunting of Hill House has not been announced. Again, Beetlejuice has been confirmed. That was the very first house. And Creepshow or what is this? Halloween 3 have not been announced. So, and either the scare zones. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a clip from Mornings with Bert. So, let's talk about this news about. Well, technically, it wasn't news. They just told us one of the icons is coming back. Everyone's favorite little brothers here, Donnie. They just talked about the Icon Jack coming back. By the way, before we keep talking, will you feel this and testify that this thing is warm? Yeah, I'm tasting all those flavors.
Don't you taste it? That's not your punishment.
Oh, I said I'm tasting all those flavors.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
God. Hold up.
Can
Can I do the pinky?
Don't do it, dude. It's bad.
Can
It's
I?
bad.
No,
I guess.
because I gotta see. This guy's gotta see.
We need to know, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah, screw it. Hold up.
There's no trickery here. Oh, that thing is sweet as fuck.
That's warm.
That's bad. It's bad. It's
That's
sweet
warm.
as garbage. So the reason I showed that clip is when I was doing Mornings with Bert, it was just spontaneous. I had no clue that they were going to announce anything, and they did. No houses, but they announced Jack's coming back. I sent that clip to you. Chris watched it. Looks like it's going to be a good year this year. I'm really looking forward to HHN this year, even though I'm going to be home watching this shit.
What
Your
do you mean?
thoughts, gentlemen. What do you think about it?
On what?
On that not the announcement, but they didn't even announce any fucking houses
Wait, for this year or next year, man?
this year.
Oh well.
It got me
I mean,
excited.
I mean, this is gonna be chaotic because of like the past 15 months.
Oh God, yeah, it is.
We've been,
Oh God,
we've
yeah.
been in a global pandemic for the past
Oh
15
God,
months.
yeah.
And this takes place in Florida.
Oh yeah.
So you already got the people who like swimming with crocodiles over there. No offense, guys, but it's true. They even had to make it a law to say that you can't have sex with alligators out there.
Brandon said, keep up the great work.
Thank you, Brandon.
So 15 months of a pandemic, everything's opening up.
The booze is going to be flying like water.
Yeah.
I had-
yeah.
No, this is what I had heard. Someone actually sent me a shot of what the booze was.
Let's just say next year they're gonna have more than enough revenue generated to pull off a good show next year.
Oh God, when I get out there. Yeah, I'm avoiding certain things. Because they already showed me, somebody told me to go, yeah, they're making
Good
a
old
cocktail.
Daisy cutter, really good.
I know it is. I hate you. Leave me alone.
Oh, hey man,
I lost a bet and I'm taking it.
I did do something for you to cheer you up.
What'd you do?
Did you notice what shirt I'm wearing, bro?
Oh, the Guns N' Roses?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wearing Cooper today.
Ew, no, imagine.
Oh, really? Alice Cooper, dude?
No,
Come
I'm
on,
messing
dude.
around, man.
I had to do it. A lot of people thought I was going to wear Metallica because the Black Album's they're re-releasing it on vinyl. Just a side note, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
You know what? That's not. We did a little bit of HHN. You saw the clip, ladies and gentlemen. So, how do you feel about that Metallica thing? We're going to talk about music for a
I
couple
feel like
minutes.
they've made enough money that they need to retire and relax. Especially Lars. I mean,
You want
he
to
had
go back to play tennis?
hair, and he's still somehow losing hair.
It's all that stress, man.
From what? Making too much fucking money?
Maybe all those fights with James Hetfield. Constantly.
Yeah, the fight with Hetfield, the fight with Napster.
Oh, you mean?
Remember that one?
I'm surprised they're not crying about Spotify, to be honest with you.
I'm.
Well, now they don't care because of all the money they made.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know about. That's why he's going bald. My thing is this: I couldn't believe the Black Album was that old.
Yeah. I mean,
What was it? 90 something?
I don't know exactly, but it's
Chris, you remember when it came out, the Black Album? What, 90? Someone wants to help me in the comments. What year did the Black Album come out?
I'm just gonna Google it, bro.
It had to be 90.
It'd be in the 90s. Wasn't Enter the Sandman when it came up at 96?
Did it come out in 96? Hey, he's going to look at the Wikipedia, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah,
I
really,
remember.
because I don't even know.
It came out 91.
Really?
August 12th.
There you go.
August 12th, 91. I thought it came out in the 90s, like straight up 90.
Well, yes. Okay, it says recorded October 6, 1990.
Okay,
Released June 16th.
91.
No, it took them October 90 to June 16, 91 to finish recording it, and they released it in August of 91.
Have you seen some of the footage from some of that?
No.
Oh
to be
my
honest,
God.
It said August 12th, 1991.
Oh, it was August 12th, 1991. Oh, thanks, Brandon. August 12th, 1991. Was Wikipedia right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, thanks, Brandon.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
And Justice for All was the better album anyway.
Oh God, yeah. That's my favorite album from him at all. That's their heaviest.
I haven't
Argue that with me. Argue that with me, people.
I haven't caught up on anything Metallica related because I mean, not to say that they're like I don't think they're lame or anything. The hype kind of fizzled out for me.
It was after that whole. It was after the Black Album. That's when it went to shit.
It's kind of like how I like. It's kind of like for me. It's kind of like how I still love Slipknot, but I don't listen to them anymore.
Oh God, they lost me after Iowa. Well, wait, hold on. Excuse me. Let me reverse that. They lost me after Iowa. Everyone was hyping up Subliminal Versus 3, and everyone was blowing that album.
I'll just be straight up. They lost me after All Hope Is Gone.
Yes, that me too. Because they had me back on All Hope, and then when Paul died. That's when I went to shit.
I still listen to their music here and there. I'll go to some of their newer stuff, some of their older stuff. But again, it's not. It's just one of those
not the same.
Where it's like,
not the same.
I don't. Yeah, it's just not something that.
It's not the same anymore.
I don't mind it.
In the world.
I'm a bit older than you guys.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. You know.
I grew up with Metallica. You know, the Metallicas, the Nirvanas, the Ugly Kid Joes, if you remember who they were. I grew up on all that, so I follow Metallica, but I wouldn't say I'm like dead keen on the new stuff. Like, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Saint Anger.
Oh God,
there was no solos in Saint Anger either. You know, you let Kurt Hammett do his thing, but whatever.
That album was rough.
It was rough. No bass. Justice for All.
That was a Justice for All they were griping about, and that's their heaviest album, which I find funny about that.
I think.
Oh no, Saint Anger was the one everyone said the fucking drum sounded like.
Oh, so it's like Lars being Lars again.
Yes, the fucking drum machine and trash cans.
It sounded because it pinged every time you hit the snare drum.
Hang on, man. I'm gonna leave you a host real quick.
He's gonna try. He's going on his Twitch. We're gonna get more. Oh, it sounded like how the trucks sound on the fucking job. All you hear. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And then their fucking last album was. They're saying, "Oh, it's Metallica coming back. It's Metallica coming back." I'm like, I guess whatever, dude.
The first track off the new album wasn't too bad, but. Yeah, they did a S&M too as well, and it was like,
oh my God, I remember. Oh my God, that crap.
I like the first one because it was different, it was new. So
nothing wrong with
that before, but
yeah.
Oh, Donnie's not a fan of it, no.
That's symphonic.
It's looking kind of full, guy.
What, this?
Yeah.
I'm taking my time with this because I'm going to drink this throughout the whole show.
I want you to take your time with it, pal. I want you to take your time with it.
He wants me to suffer with this horse shit.
Yeah, but it was my choice, mate. I would
just slam it.
I didn't say you should. I said I would.
Yeah, but I'm going by what he wants. I'm going to do it slowly.
That's the way it is. Deal's a deal, mofo.
See what I mean? God, this thing is sickly sweet. So fuck it. Let's get to this. Let's get to these horror reviews. I know you haven't seen either one. Before I do the shitty lame one. Yeah, I'll talk about the funeral. Let's talk about the Candyman thing. All right. And before I get into this review, excuse me, before I get into this review of Candyman, I saw the trailer.
For the new one?
Yes, I did.
Right. Okay.
I am.
Don't be a bitter old fart.
I'm not. I'm keeping my. But how can I put this? I'm pissed off. I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm worried and pissed off.
Okay, here's what I'm going to clarify. This is why I 100% disagree. This guy only thinks it's going to be shit because Tony Todd's not going to be the main character.
Yes, I do think so. Did you hear about that, Chris?
Well, he's going to be in the film, but welcome to 2021.
That's bullshit.
Guys in the 70s don't get lead roles anymore, okay? Get over it.
I'm not going to get over it because that's bullshit and you know it.
Get over it, bro.
That's bullshit and you know it. What do you think, Chris? How do you feel about this?
Well, the new one?
Yeah,
a solid cast.
I'm not arsed. Like Candyman was good for what it was back in the 80s to early 90s. I don't want to see films recreated. Why don't we bring like something fresh and new? Let's stop going back to the old library. Let's have some freshness.
That's a whole nother subject, though. Like I agree with you 100%. Like they shouldn't be remaking all these iconic movies. They should be remaking the shitty ones and making them better at the very least.
Okay.
But this is what we, take it for what it is. Watch it or don't.
For real.
But obviously, it's making enough money
I understand, but it's like
for them to want to keep doing stuff like this.
Chris is going to be back in 2 minutes. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's just, all right. I mean, I saw the guy that said they don't want to hire 70s actors. That dude that's going to play him is old.
No, he's not. He's not that old, though. He played Black Manta and Aquaman. But
You sure?
He's not.
You're talking about from what I'm seeing, that trailer, that young guy, they're grooming him to the young guy, right? We're looking this
I'm
up.
looking at his name because it's hard for me to pronounce.
It's the young guy that's doing all the filming and shit.
Right.
Okay.
Which is what's his name? Yahya Abdul Mateen too.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I understand they wanted to make it modern,
The
but
guy's not in his 60s or anything though. The guy's 34 years old. How is he old?
no, I'm not talking about him. See, they did. I'm not talking about him. What I'm saying is, you have to watch the trailer to see it, because it's really hard for me to tell you if you have to watch the trailer. But how they kind of did cannibalize the storyline. I know they wanted to make it modern. I have no clue why they wanted to put police brutality in it.
Because that's just something
I
that
guess.
happens. I mean,
Well, when we talk
Really,
about this, it's so different.
they're filming in Chicago, or it's taking place in Chicago per se, and you're not going to see a little bit of brutality.
No, I never said that. No, I never said that. For the modern version, they made it that. Whereas the original, that storyline was way back before there were even cops.
Yeah, so then we got another actor in this film. He's 29 years old.
Right.
You see, none of these guys are old, except this is the closest we get. This guy is 51.
And because I think he's in the promos. The cops is beating. I'm not going to say beating them down.
So the oldest dude so far casted is 51, which is arguably pretty young.
How old is Tony Todd?
Let me see. I looked this up the other day, but I forgot.
It's okay.
I have to start writing more notes.
How old is Tony Todd?
67, dude.
He looks good for 67. That man,
See what I mean, though?
he must be slamming some rhino crank at him, because he's still hanging in there. This beer, I just don't know. Did you see before you got here how piss clear that is? I'm gonna gripe about this all day, but I'm still drinking this shit.
Hey, man, you set yourself up for that one.
I know I did. Hey, I lost fair and square, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what it is.
You could have just been like a normal man and just bet money.
Oh, hell no. Everyone bets money.
Yeah, you could have just would have saved yourself the trouble.
Then I would have had to pay him 50 quid. You know that, right? That's
50.
That's 50 quid. I would have gave him 50 quid. So I'm gonna wait till Chris. So let's talk about the Candyman, the original one. Main story, very romantic figure. Takes a love. I'm gonna try and kind of desensitize this as much as I can. So
Desensitized. What are you trying to desensitize? Let me see your notes.
I said he fell in love with a very beautiful white woman.
Okay.
Very interracial. Very. I mean, was that controversial back then, or was it? We're talking about the early '90s here. This is
early '90s. No, I mean it wasn't as like open as it is now.
No, yeah, exactly.
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't like
frowned upon. Not like the '70s and.
I don't think there was a lot of segregation, deep segregation in the early '90s.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, we grew up in that era, so it was.
I mean, '91. I wasn't born. I was born mid '90s.
Right.
'94.
'94. Yeah, you were still around there because it was around there.
'94 to 2000. I just remember like.
I was born.
Part of the city I lived in. Pretty much, it was just all like it was more like gang oriented.
Yep.
So it didn't matter the color of your skin. If you were part of that gang, you were fine.
Yep.
Or if you lived in that community, they kind of just like leave you alone.
Take care of you.
I don't really remember. I only remember I seen a little bit of racism, but I was pretty young.
Because I grew up. For those of you that don't know, I grew up in. I was born in '89, so I lived through '90. The early 90s, and I wrote in my notes especially for that, and I loved how I remembered every fucking thing about that. When I saw that camera go up over there by fucking the Magnificent Mile, I remember, oh my god, I remember fucking 95 walking down there, dude. It was fucking dangerous.
Sure,
go ahead.
Pretty sure for back then.
Oh boy, it was rough.
I'm pretty sure they did that in the film just to have the more of a standout feature.
It was rough. 92 in Chicago. What?
That was just to have the movies help stand itself out.
For those
black dude with a white chick, you know how that is.
Oh no, yeah, because in the subject matter back then, I mean, the Candyman story goes back to I'm assuming 1895. Don't quote me, people. I'm just going to go off my brain of that. And back then, that was still kind of, you know where I'm getting at here, was still taboo.
I guess so, yeah.
So I guess the father.
Depends on where you're at, right?
Yeah, I think he wasn't in Illinois, that's for sure. It was deep south.
Okay,
Yep, there you go.
Say no more.
Deep south.
Say no more.
The father, if Chris knows this, the father hired, the Candyman to paint his daughter. And I guess I'm not going to get into the legalities here, but I guess that's the best way to put this. Titanic, Jack, film.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
That's in Candyman 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch Candyman 3. You'll understand what I'm saying.
What you got to say is, this is Tony Todd's breakup movie.
We're gonna try to talk about this without getting all Jim Cornette on you.
Yeah, we're trying to do this and tiptoeing around.
Not tiptoe, but we're not gonna be a Jim Cornette either.
Exactly. We're not gonna sit here and just blatantly tell you. Put it to you like this: sexual things happen. There you go.
Fucking hell, I'd be well into watching that in the morning.
It's a horror movie.
It's really it is.
Sexual things happen.
And I will give a shout out to Tony from work. He was the first one that told me about that actress. Were you there?
I was there, but I wasn't. I was kind of not listening, to be honest, man.
Back in '92, she was hot, man.
oh yeah, I believe that one.
Oh yeah, I saw it. She was. What was her name, Chris? Do you know the actress's name in Candyman? The main girl.
In the first one.
Yes, the first one.
I can find out for you now.
Radcliffe, I think it is.
I got it. I'll just look it up.
It has to be it because I remember him telling me. And yeah, it was Tony Todd's breakout film. God, he became a legend after that.
Was it Virginia Madsen?
I knew it. Oh, I was just that close. Yeah, Virginia Madsen. I was this close. Yes, I'm good. Yeah, Virginia Madsen.
Holy shit! You actually remember names? What? No.
Who, me?
Yeah. No.
Hey, just because I drink don't mean my brain is shot.
You should be reviewing your film. You should be writing everyone's bloody name down so you know already.
You're right. Babe, do we have any? We do have comments.
No, nothing new.
Okay. Remember, everyone, send your comments. We're moderating it and everything. So let's get back to this review. I wrote, it was a very good love story about why he got sliced up or beaten and dead. Let's see. The middle one, it explains the. Excuse me. Hold on here. It explains why he's doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That mouth, that art scene in Cabrini Green was great. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
It's fuzzy. But...
No, where Virginia Madsen walks out of the mouth. That broken fucking wall. She goes through his mouth, and all you see is him. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Okay, yeah.
I wrote in my notes, Jim. I wrote in my notes at that point, boy, about that urban legend that they had to be fucking The cops had to be there for them when the fucking Keystone Rangers were threatening to kill them.
Pretty much robbing them and shit.
Yep.
Or threatening to rob them, or some shit.
Chris didn't even know that story.
Yeah, they had to pay some gangbangers off to keep the set safe, keep their actors and actresses safe.
And remember, ladies and
What I
gentlemen, this is back in '92. This was before anything.
Well, it also you got to class it'd be in '91 as well because they would have been filming for probably the year, wouldn't they? You know, to 6 months.
Just say I mean the specific year doesn't matter. It's just early '90s.
In the early '90s.
So it's like early '90s Chicago when they had all the Section 8 apartments there. And it's called Cabrini Green. And,
was called Cabrini Green.
Yeah.
Because they knocked that down. The Yups took care of that.
So here's how I can explain this. This was way before gentrification was a thing.
There you go.
That's what I mean, where everything was just as is.
It was bad. I mean, there was shootings left and right.
Like, you can compare this to, like, what's that part of London you told me to stay away from? Not Liverpool, fucking...
Nothing wrong with Liverpool, mate. Well, the club itself, yes, but as a city, it's beautiful.
Manchester.
You said...
He said Manchester was pretty bad, too.
It starts with a B. Birmingham?
Oh, yeah, right.
Stay away from
Birmingham. It's you know what? Every place in the world's got some bad spots.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. No matter where you are, you're always going to have some sort of area that's rough as toast, isn't it? Round here where I live, you mean before we went alive, Albert had about 5 cop cars up and down my road. It's what it is.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of normal.
Usual.
Yeah.
The usual.
What was normal? Kind of slowed down since then.
You're not on the end that I live on.
No, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I see cops like on Cicero Ave at 2 a.m. every night.
That's why that movie kind of hits close. It was filmed not that far away from us, so there was cops.
There was a lot of films in the early '90s that filmed in Chicago, though. To get the atmosphere of how Chicago was anyway. If you look back to a lot of films.
I think they wanted like the grittiness of this.
Oh yeah, they got their grittiness because back then it was brutal. Brutal.
It still is.
Oh yeah,
it still
certain
is.
parts. Yeah,
but again, beautiful city.
Yups took over it. The yuppie people took over it. They cleaned it up. I'm proud of. I'm proud of it. Now I can walk, magnificent mile without getting robbed. And
I think you can get robbed anywhere.
True.
Depends on how you carry yourself.
Good point. Act like
you just walk around with your dick out, Albert. You'll be fine.
Like, here's how I carry myself. It's called mace. They never expect a man to have it. They never expect a man to have mace, but I have mace.
It's interesting.
It's
the way he said it, like they were never expected, and I saw that crazy look in your eye.
It's true. I'll spray a motherfucker real quick. They're like, "What the hell's this dude doing with mace?" Like, hey, I don't like guns, okay?
Bear mace. Oh boy, you had that bear mace.
Does that mean you carry a rape alarm around with you as well?
I noticed that.
I'm too pretty.
I got fucking but
Oh no, I know. I wrote in my notes. We're gonna get to the positives. Number one, obviously, the whole look of Cicero, and that was an urban legend.
what?
That's what. Yeah, that Candyman thing before it was an urban legend.
What's that got to do with Cicero?
Oh yeah, you got me. Thank you. Excuse me. I apologize, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
confused me.
I know. I
What?
fucked myself up. Chicago.
Yeah.
It was a Chicago urban legend. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Candyman was a Chicago urban legend, so automatically they got points for that.
Yeah.
Hometown, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. The architectural landscapes were so beautiful. The gore.
Green was beautiful, huh? Architectural landscape.
Hey, that artwork they did when he came out of the mouth, that won me over.
Yeah, the artwork. Okay.
I'm not talking about that scene where she was in the bathroom and that Keystone Ranger came out and it was covered in shit now, did I?
Yeah.
It smeared dookie all over the place. So
God.
I gave it, it was great. I mean, the gore was beautiful. I did laugh at Todd Ramey's brother getting sliced up, and I found this out in a fucking Darien over there. That scene is where that opening scene where she's calling him, that was filmed in Darien.
Yeah, see, that's like this thing, like around here, you got people from Darien and shit. They say that's Chicago when it's not.
It's really not.
No,
Hey,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
suburban.
That's the thing. Like,
That is
they're from the
suburbia at
suburbs,
its best.
Like I was born in Chicago. I don't live in Chicago. I'm from Cicero. It's a suburb, but it's like this close to the city. But still, I don't consider it, like that.
Totally. The ending was the best part. I just love how Virginia Manson got this fucking guy. That's what you get for cheating on your wives, fuckers. Yeah, she sliced his ass up.
So it's like a typical, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's a horror movie trope. That's yeah.
And that's why I love my wife, because she'll kill me. If I did that on you, you would.
And we can watch that on our party, and it's fine.
You hear that? Don't threaten her with a good time. Slice me up.
You got some brilliant views for that, mate.
I gave it. No.
Yeah, you gave it what? 11 out of 10?
Oh wow.
Anywho, I gave it one wrong point though. There was that off-screen kill at the beginning. But other than that,
you got to give up on these.
I have to be
kills,
consistent.
man.
Stop this.
Here we go.
I have to be consistent, right? I have to be
That's not
consistent.
Really consistency
Consistently
is,
stupid.
Anywho, my score for this 5. Get it, watch it. I don't care how you do it. It's a great movie.
5 out of what?
5 out of 0. Great stuff.
What?
5 out of 1.
You know you're bringing my Corona back.
Yeah.
5 out of 0?
Is that a bad
It was
movie
a
then?
5. No, it was really good. Because everyone was tripping, they thought I was going to give it a bad number. I go, no, it's a 5.
I don't know. You give Actually Axe a good number.
1 out of 5, it's a 5.
There you go. 5 out of 0 makes no sense.
All right, let's get to this fucking movie.
I'm gonna grab a beer because I think I need a
I'm gonna
strong beer.
I got to go to the bathroom because it's smoke, because this fucking movie pissed me off. We're going to talk about The Funeral Home. We're going to take an intermission for a couple minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back.
Intermission?
Yeah, you got to go smoke. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I wish we had rolling credits here.
Well, I told you before. You should have put the Big Fight Weekly video I sent you.
Yeah. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you for that intermission. We had bathroom breaks, smoke breaks. This is the art of party, and we have to go. Before we get into the last review and what's going to be coming up in the next show, I want to say this. Nothing makes me more happy in this world I know I keep saying this and saying this and saying this, but I just want to say nothing makes me more happy in this world than to be with my beautiful wife and to take her on this dream vacation that she wanted and I could provide to her. Let's all give Mel a round of applause for putting up with my bullshit. Yes, you do, because you put up with my bull. Did he just go out there and say yay? He's probably out there saying, yeah, if it wasn't for you, she made me the man I am today. And I couldn't be more happier than being with a beautiful woman like you.
And cheers for that cheese you've just given us all to listen to, mate. Let me go and get the violin for you, and I'll play it for you as you talk sweet nothings.
No, she wants me to get her that, what's it called? What was it, that thing that you want so bad at the Polynesian? Ramen noodles or no, it's that big stitch crap. That Polynesian's going to cost me, that Polynesian, I know that gift shop, I'm going to be broke like a motherfucker.
Oh, then it's a good thing you're saving up.
Oh, yeah. She's already thinking. What's that one thing you want from the Poly? The one you're like, babe, you're not getting out of it. You're buying it for me. Oh, yeah, I remember it. It was that huge stitch doll she wants.
I thought you weren't getting out of the tea party.
That's going to be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to the tea party.
I thought we weren't going.
Hell yeah, we're going. I said we're not doing the princess one. That's a little expensive.
You can do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can't do that one. Herbal teas blow my mind with that. Oh, let me get rid of this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're still on that bullshit. Herbal teas blows my mind. But let's get to this fucking review. The Funeral House. No one watched it but me, right? Just throwing this out there. No one watched this review but me.
I ain't watching that crap. You're the one that's reviewing the films. You can put yourself through it, not me.
Right off the bat, I saw it. I was intrigued. Shudder, why do you do this to me? Why? Why do they do this to me? I love you, Shudder. I pay you $5.99 a month. I love you, but you give me this. I love them, babe, but they give me this movie.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in this.
No one put a gun in your head and told you to watch it.
Shut up. Number one, I wrote in my notes, family lives alone with controversy, dysfunctional. Why? Okay, that didn't bother me. They live in a funeral home. Okay, this sounds interesting, right? Am I right? This sounds interesting. Dysfunctional family lives in a funeral home, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, no. Chris is putting Big Fight Weekly up.
Might get some attention.
Big Fight Weekly this week, ladies and gentlemen. Anywho, I get through that. I'm like, okay, it's a ghost movie. The coolest thing I saw with the whole fucking thing was the ghost sitting in the bed. Make a long story short, dysfunctional family fights. I'm pissed already. Okay, this is gonna be good. Then they dragging on with the bullshit. The bullshit about them fighting, and then I'm like,
okay, so I'm genuinely curious. What's your score, dude?
I got to finish this up. Hold on here. I'm just going to get to the positives because this movie didn't even save itself. The opening scene was good. That was it. I have no clue why this director had some sort of fucking bathroom fetish, because fucking every scene, and if you see the ghost, the bathrooms, women are taking fucking pisses and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Spastic crap. Guess what? It got it in fucking 2. No, don't even waste your time.
Okay, Chris, here's what I find funny. He thinks that movie is like bad and shit, right?
Spastic.
So everything that he's like reviewed, I checked the Rotten Tomatoes score out of curiosity, right?
That's
And
my
it's- And
go-to.
it's usually pretty bad.
How bad is it?
But
I gave it
this,
two.
this holds an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
And they what?
And they're quite
80%.
hard to break. They usually give a lot of movies bad reps. So what's
Let me
going
get
wrong
this
around
straight
there?
here. They think it's good.
Here, I got you. I'll read this right
Wait a
now.
minute here.
Critical reception for The Funeral Home has been positive, and the film holds a rating of 80% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 15 reviews.
Oh, there you go.
Morgue and Starburst both rated the film favorite. Latter writing that although it gets a little too over the top,
Over the top, it's spastic.
but fortunately not too much. In the final act, there's plenty to recommend here.
The shit looked like shit.
Culture Crypt gave the movie a score of 70 out of 100, stating once you get over the hump of an initial awkward layout,
Awkward layout.
you can engage in the atmospheric enchantment
The shit looked like shit.
and appreciators of smoldering suspense.
Oh, hold off. Wait a minute here. Wait, are you listening to this? The shit looked like shit. It was spastic. What the fuck?
Competent indie aesthetics and touches of foreign flair to flavor the familiarity will be pleasantly surprised at how much polish the Funeral Home
What?
puts on a traditional haunted house yarn.
What kind of bullshit is this? This shit was spastic, and there's who wrote this?
Rotten Tomatoes, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with them? How much LSD did they do to watch this movie?
I don't know, man. It's a hard website to please.
This shit was spastic. What are they trying to give it? Because of the fucking
I
storyline?
don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Or the fact that that fucking actress that couldn't act for shit was naked?
No.
Who's naked?
What the fuck? This shit was
They
so.
didn't even bring that up.
Of course they didn't, because they didn't want to feel like, oh well.
I
the
like
shit
your message.
spastic.
I like the message you've got here from Twitch, by the way. Do you want to be famous, Albert?
Not really. I'm happy. That's probably some spam jerk off.
It's a bot.
But yeah. But you know, the shit
I
was
know, but
Bigfollows.com, does it say that too?
yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
what they need to do is what's it called? Get you go on Rotten Tomato and find out what kind of type of people are writing this shit.
Maybe they're drinking Fosters.
Probably. Fuck.
Yeah,
Foster's
maybe
more
they watch
enjoyable
Edge of
than
the
that
Axe as
movie.
well. Comparisons, you know.
Oh, Fosters is more enjoyable than watching that movie. Would you like another one?
No, I would not. Yeah, I might as well if I'm watching them. I might as well drink that than watch that shit. So I
That's
can't
fine.
believe they said, no, you
send
gotta be
you a
kidding me.
case over.
The lowest score I seen for it was 70 out of 100.
Are
That's,
you fucking kidding me? Did they not watch what I saw?
I'm sure they did. They just interpreted it much different.
Because they were got to be high on LSD or something here.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what they saw that I didn't see that fucking redempt the fucking thing. Yet they totally ignored that this guy was filming girls pissing in a can.
I don't know.
What the?
Well, you're drinking what there? You were
It's
pissing in the can in your glass.
bro. An indie aesthetic.
I'm disgusted in Rotten Tomato. I really am. These spastic assholes. Just
Well,
spastic.
you know, with attitude like that, you'll never get a job there as a reviewer. You know.
I try to be fair here, but Christ.
Oh man.
I don't care. Fire me from my job. Oh, let's. Again, it got a 2. Please, people,
2
don't.
out of 5?
Yeah,
2 out of 1. 2 out of 5.
Or is it a 5 out of 2?
Thank you.
You know.
2 out of 5. It was bad. Please don't watch it. Luckily, at least this time around, we get to see. This has been set in stone. I said it last time. We're gonna do The Quiet Place. That was your recommendation.
Oh, so we're still doing it.
Yeah, we are going to do The Quiet Place. I can't wait. That's going to be on the... Because the week we do The Art of Partying would be week after the 4th of July. It'd be a 4th of July one for us.
Yeah, for you, it won't really matter for me.
No, it cannot be outside. No, it cannot. No, that'd be next week. No, we're going to do that the week after. Although I will light a
Oh,
fire.
you know how it is over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to light a firework off for it.
They blow off fireworks the whole month.
I will light a firework off on that episode before we call it a day on that one.
Yeah,
So,
that's it. Good, definite. You know, deafening everybody at the same time. Yeah.
I don't have M80s here. That's And here's the thing, though: there were a shortage of fireworks. You hear about that, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch
So-
Independence Day on your behalf just for that whole scene when he says about the 4th of July.
We should. You know what? We should. You want to
I'll
do
just
it?
watch it just for that scene.
No, why no? Because it's A Quiet Place and then one more. You want to do Independence Day?
I'm down.
All right. Those are the low poll
Not the
for,
second one, though.
for the holiday.
We're not touching the second one. The second one doesn't get a mention.
Oh hell no!
Which one? Quiet Place 2?
No, Independence Day.
Oh, I didn't even know they made a second
It was
one.
bad, dude. Will Smith never came back for it.
You're kidding me.
I'm not joking.
Did you know they did an Independence Day 2? They did an Independence Day 2.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, no, a movie.
Yeah, I know.
You knew about
Yeah, and they
it?
killed off Will Smith.
I never heard about it.
it was awful. I seen it in theaters. I almost walked out.
That bad, huh?
Yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
dreadful.
Oh
Shit.
God! So all right. So since it's going to be the 4th, when we come back, it's going to be the week after the 4th. We might as well do it. So Independence Day and A Quiet Place. So there you go. I'm interested in seeing what score I give that. Although it's a good fucking movie.
What, 0 out of 2 or something?
Oh my God!
It's just, your reviewing this is like confusing me.
Before we get out of here, I know I was talking to Stu not that long ago. He sent us that Vice document. Well, it really wasn't produced by Vice. That Vice thing about China. Dave, have you seen it?
What?
The documentary of China. Because I know you guys were talking about it on Big Fight Weekly. It really, it's sad. It's very, very sad.
I haven't got around to watching it yet, so I can't really comment. I can only comment from seeing China.
I wish we
listen to
had.
wrestling.
Hey Mel, is John still on? John, if you're still on, I have to see if he's on because I want to tell him. You'd want to know why she really did get let go? Because Cornette talked about it.
What's up?
It was what John said. John Scott from Power 4.
TV.
It was
Power 4 TV.
Power 4 TV. John brought it up. It's true. It was JR that broke that story. She wanted the same amount of money as Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they said no.
Okay.
She wanted to be on that level or be pushed like Stone Cold, and Vince said no. Because none of the guys were going to do a job for her,
Okay.
and she got
Yeah,
pissed off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but you also got to realize what John said about China, about the innovation that she brought to the ladies' side as well.
Right.
No one ever would have thought she would have fought a male. Everyone always expected ladies versus ladies. She changed all that. The whole ladies versus a man going to the Royal Rumble for the first time. As a lady, no one
Right.
expected it. She broke the barrier for a lot of ladies now. So.
Exactly.
I can understand why she'd want Stone Cold money because she was just as hot at the time. She was doing
Yeah,
things,
and-
doing things now that you look at the ladies in wrestling across the whole. My dogs are doing my head in.
That's
Across the whole of wrestling, they're all where they are because of what China did and what China pushed through.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, on a negative note, I did dude. Now that you bring this up, I swear, maybe a couple weeks back,
We're getting into wrestling.
I was watching a small little it was a small video, about a 5-minute video, 5 to 7 minutes
Bless you, my love.
about
Bless you,
WWE
my love.
wrestlers who
Bless
admitted steroid use.
Well,
Yeah.
Ben Ball had to be on that list.
No, because they didn't bring him up for obvious reasons.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the steroid
but
warrior.
China. Apparently, when all this was going down, she explained to people that
He wasn't on
steroid
roids.
use for women, they react much different than men.
Mm-hmm.
And what it did to her, and it all kind of ties into what you're saying, kind of. I'm thinking maybe there was a less of a push because they knew the roid usage was there.
Oh God, yeah.
And again,
Possibly.
like people who were using roids, they did the deniability thing. Like, oh, I didn't know that person was using roids. I'm firing them
Yeah, just
to
like
make them
right.
look good.
Just like they didn't know the Ultimate Warrior was on roids, even though he was a crackpot.
Listen,
lunatic
back in the
asshole.
day, I am 100% sure back in the day, they all would have fucking
Hogan.
possibly everybody. I can't say because I wasn't there. I'm only going off the top of my head, and you know
I'm gonna
things
say-
were different. Things were different in the 80s to 90s to they are now, where it's
Right.
a bit more, you know, controlled. Where you know people test your piss, innit? Your piss out. You find that in MMA now. You know what I mean? You can't get away with shit anymore.
No, I believe Hogan was on roids. I don't
was.
believe Savage was on roids. You're gonna tell me that's roids? Randy Savage, Macho,
I don't think Macho, but I
Nope.
think
Ultimate Warrior.
Razor Ramon. I think,
Oh, Scott Hall admitted that he was on roids.
busted.
He had a drinking
Sean
drugs
was
problem.
busted. Michaels, although he admitted every drug he took.
Like the only person in
I
that
love
video,
Sean.
the only person in that video that I watched that truly admitted that they were using and then stopped was Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, he admitted it. He admitted it big time. Triple
Yeah, but
H
he-
denies that he used roids.
Triple
Come
H
on,
did.
man. He did. You can
Triple H.
tell that. You can tell from the '90s to the 2000s when they pushed him. Come on,
This
man.
video broke down.
He was using roids.
This video broke down for the superstars they covered
Yeah.
the weight loss
Yep.
and that gap. So for Hogan,
Hogan, yeah, definitely.
who else did they cover? Papa Pump.
Yep.
I think Triple H.
Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, those are roids. That's roids.
You got to understand Kurt Angle, though. I don't condone it as a viewer, and you know, I enjoy watching these people do their job. But you know, I mean, the guy was walking around with a broken fucking neck.
Yeah,
Yep.
he even said, he's all like, you know what? I was like, he said the reason why he stopped, that he was all like, you know what? I was an Olympic gold medalist, you know, and I had broken my neck, and he's all like, I just became a shell of a person, of the athlete that I was. So he's like, you know what? If you test me right now, I'd pee clean. But so he was just all like, he's all like, I'm not the only one either. I mean, he didn't name names, but he definitely
Yeah,
said
well, he's not going to though. is
It's
he?
interesting when they did that. They did not bring up Benoit. It's interesting to
they
me.
didn't for obvious reasons.
Because of the whole bullshit. No, I know.
Messed up
Yeah, but you
situation.
can't say bullshit. But, you know what I mean? You know,
No,
me,
I'm not
me
justifying
and Don
what he
had
did.
me and Don had a good conversation, very brief, but on Facebook, when we were talking about it, and we were talking on, you know, writing on the statuses. I mean, his shit is out of this world for what he did. But you know, I've said this countless of times. I feel like people like this, they suffer with depression and everything else that goes into the job they have. You don't forget how many times he's been hit in the head. And I'm not condoning what he did now, yeah, and I'm not agreeing with it.
But I mean,
But-
unjustifiable.
it's
People like that need to be looked after. They need to be looked after. They need to be catched before they go down this rabbit hole and this dark alley. They end up doing, you know, wild stuff, and it ends up either, you know, them killing their family, them killing themselves. They need support. They all need support. I'm not talking just wrestlers. I'm talking about everybody.
Everybody
sport.
exactly
Yeah.
has concussions. Excuse me.
Well, just everything in general, they need to be looked after because, you know, some people don't suffer with anything and then they retire from their sport and then, you know, that's it for them. You know, people that leave the army have
Right.
the same problem. Do you know what I mean? It's people need to be there
Right.
to support these people.
Yeah, it's so essentially it's like you're riding this high in your life, and let's say you're riding the high, and then that high kind of goes down. Maybe you take a small dip, and let's
Yeah.
say you're already a manic depressive person, and you go through your highs and your lows. If you're taking that small dip, it's even though it's a little dip, it's going to seem like so much more to you mentally because
I do.
of the issues that are present with you.
I don't believe in that
agree.
Vice documentary. He went crazy. He focused his life to be like Dynamite Kid, and you could testify to this, Chris. Watch that Vice thing. He was already Dynamite Kid was a prick.
Right.
He wanted,
Yeah,
but he didn't
Yeah, but
impress.
again, you're watching something that's giving you the impression he was a prick. You don't know. This is people saying he's a prick, but these people might not like Dynamite Kid. I grew up watching him and Bulldog with Stuart when we were kids, and I love watching them two together.
I mean, they said the same thing about Davey. That
Yeah, but he was on
like
cocaine,
that.
you know, he
Yeah,
was on
exactly.
heroin.
Davey was a drug
doing all this
addict.
shit.
Right.
It doesn't knock for what they did. You know, sometimes these people, again, it's going back to what me and Donald talking about. They've gone down this dark route, and
Right.
They can't stop. It's like, Scott Hall with his alcoholism, Jake the Snake. All these people have gone down dark routes. But I think Diamond Dallas Page has helped all these people now.
Exactly.
It would be great if he was there a few years ago to help the others. Maybe he could have helped Chris Benoit. He could have helped China. He could have helped someone. But I don't agree with people saying that Dynamite Kid was a prick. I don't agree with that. I think everyone's got their opinion. Obviously,
Right.
I don't know the guy personally, so I'm not going to obviously say, "Oh, he's a prick." Because
But do you believe what Helen said about how he would? The same thing with Benoit, dude. All those concussions. Like,
well, yeah. Did you not remember the
walk
Stanley?
there and then he threatened her, I'll shoot you right now if you leave me.
Right.
That's how
well, see,
Dynamite
again,
was.
That's mental issues there.
But he, right?
If that were true about Dynamite Kid, maybe it's a sense of he's.
That Jacques Rougeau story. What do you think about that?
Or here, how about this? Right? Like, okay, so let's say you're a successful superstar, no matter what time frame, 80s, 90s, 2000s, like Attitude Era, doesn't matter.
Right.
You have a fragile state of mental health, and they turn you heel. And now you're already fragile up here, and now you got to play heel. Got to play the bad guy.
That fucks people's minds up.
Something will click, and that might bring out a side of you that essentially you don't like.
Right.
I think that's happened to a few wrestlers. Where
I think actually you've got a good point there, because I think Heath Slater playing the Joker did that to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got so immersed in the character, and he was suffering mental health issues as well. So, I mean, yeah, I totally agree. It can happen, but like I say, they need looking after. They need someone there that's going to follow them around everywhere and to say, "Are you okay?" Because I don't think they get asked enough. Are you okay? Yes, it's a question that people like myself and Dom who suffer with mental health, and we don't like that question. But at the same time, you've got to be asked. You've got to be asked.
Yeah,
it has to be not forced out, because you have to give it a gradual. You don't want to force anyone with any mental health issue to openly open an aggression because you've pissed us off by keep asking. But knowing that someone's there, I think it helps people along. Well, I'd like to think so.
Speaking of the wrestling aspect, who do you blame for that? Do you blame Vince or for not trying to get them help, or do you blame the character?
Here's the thing.
People.
Here's the thing about that.
The wrestlers. Do you blame Vince for not seeing the signs?
I don't.
Or do you blame the wrestlers for not going out and talking?
I don't.
To them?
Yeah, I don't fully blame Vince because he's a businessman through and through.
But he's fucked up that product.
And it's all like it's not his job necessarily to check up on every single person's mental health there, all of the employees, athletes. It's up to them to say, hey, I don't feel good. I need some help. I need time off. I need this. I need that. Can you help me?
Cactus got out of it quick.
I mean, you're telling me being a WWE superstar, you don't have amazing health insurance that doesn't cover this?
They don't.
They don't?
You would like to think so, wouldn't you? With all the money.
Ask John.
Yeah.
Nope. They don't. They ask John.
So then there's your factor right there.
John, is he leaving comments, babe? We still can't get Facebook comments. I don't know why.
You've got two people watching on Facebook, but I couldn't tell. Mel's one of them, and I'm one of them. There you go.
I know it's hard to get Facebook comments on this, but yeah, John knows. Yeah, they do not get health insurance. They're on that bullshit. That's how Vince gets out of it.
They're on what, Medicare or something?
They're considered, and John can testify to this. That's what Ventura fought for.
They're not unionized.
No, they're not unionized. Independent contractors. He wanted to.
Okay. That's fucked up.
So that's how they don't get health insurance.
Yeah.
But it's the same in UFC.
Because they're considered independent contractors.
It's the same in UFC though, and there's a lot of kickoff for that as well.
Dana doesn't give them health insurance.
Well, I think he said he does, but people are saying that they should be having it after they've left UFC, retired. And his comments back is this: what company gives anyone any health insurance once you've left the company?
You want to know something funny about that? Did you know this? I got you guys on this. Babe, listen to this one. Guess who wanted to buy the UFC before Dana White did?
Vince?
I wanted Chris. Who do you think?
I'm not sure.
Shane
McMahon?
Shane wanted to buy the UFC, and he tried to talk Vince to buy it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, you know,
This came from Brian Cornette's guy, fucking Brian Last. He said he was talking to who owns Summer 4 Entertainment? The Fertitta. It wasn't the Fertittas, right? The Summer
the
4
Fertitta brothers owned the UFC. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they did. Obviously, WME.
The old UFC, when it went bankrupt, before Dana White was going to buy the company, Shane told Vince, buy UFC.
Okay.
Buy UFC. And Vince said no, he didn't want to buy it.
Yep.
And then Shane got mad. That's why he was off TV.
Oh, okay.
Shane he invested in an Oriental fighting company.
Okay.
But I think that happened years.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but I'm thinking when the Fertitta brothers bought UFC, Shane was still around. I think he wanted shares, but I'm not sure it was UFC. But I knew somebody who wanted to get into MMA.
Oh, we got 6 whoever owns Summer 4 Entertainment, when they went bankrupt and sold all that stuff about UFC, Shane wanted to buy it, and he wanted Vince to buy it.
Well, I'm glad he fucking didn't.
Really? Could you imagine Vince owning the UFC? Oh fuck! Look what happened with the XFL, for Christ's sake.
It would have been another clown fest.
God.
I mean, I would like to think, even though, you know what, I like to dream here. It would have been great if, like, hypothetically speaking, purely hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Say that he bought UFC, didn't know what to do with it,
Oh, Christ.
and then with WWE, we hit a PG era, but then he uses the UFC to do that raw entertainment,
already
of,
here.
like, violence and, like, you know, kind of to help maintain that Attitude Era vibe. That would have been amazing to see, hypothetically, but we all know that would never happen, even if we had the rights to it.
Yeah,
You guys are awesome. Keep showing up, man. We're having a good time here.
it's a different sport, and there is a lot of similarities now. A lot of fighters use, like say Conor McGregor, Chael Sonnen. They all use sort of WWE sort of promos, to sell a fight, which is is fair enough because that's what wrestlers do, and it's fantastic. Early on, when Dana White and Fertitta brothers bought the UFC and they were losing money, they looked at the whole transcript of how the WWE was run. See, if you look back at the older days of UFC, they all come down a big ramp, don't they? Not long after Dana and Fertitta brothers got hold of it, that was something they looked at the WWE. They looked at how they made money because WWE has always made money.
Yeah.
So they have taken snippets from professional wrestling, and also, like I said, fighters have used it as well to sell a fight. There's always a bit of comparisons because obviously we've had Brock Lesnar, we've had CM Punk, haven't we? And we've had Dan Severn go to wrestling. Obviously, Brock Lesnar been back and forward. Yeah. We've had back and forwards of it, and a lot of them fought in Pride as well. Pride had a lot of professional wrestlers fight. Alberto Rayo fought in Pride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
By the way, Chris, I wanted to tell you this. Have you seen skewing into UFC, and then we're going to not talk about it. Did you see what Don Fry said?
I love Don Fry. Madman.
Don Fry wants to come back. He wants to come back, Don Fry, that old bastard.
I'm not sure that Don Fry should come back. I think he'd be a great coach.
Yeah.
Him and Dan Severn were animals back in the day.
Hold on, wait. We have a comment. What did Ruben say?
Pride was run by Yakuza. Was it Yakuza the game?
Yeah, Ruben, you're getting on this show. Yeah, it was run by Yakuza.
Yeah, but there were a lot of.
You're talking about the gang Yakuza,
Yep.
or
Yeah, man.
Gang. It was owned by Yakuza. Good, hey, Ruben.
They were owned by gangsters and some really shady people. Pride.
I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, really shady, and that's where they ended up. Where they folded in the end.
Yep.
But
they weren't even testing for drugs in the fucking Pride.
No.
Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. They weren't testing for drugs, guys.
Just look at Bob Sapp. Everyone should know who Bob Sapp is.
Yeah, I never even bothered thinking about that. That's insane.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I mean, at the end of the day, if you take that away from the shady business of Pride, they put on some amazing fights. They had some amazing fighters on there. You know what I mean? So yeah. I can look past them being run by shady business people because they put on great fights. And I didn't lose any money over it, so it's all right.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was very well. It was crazy to think how quick UFC bought them out. If it back in is it 2006, maybe a bit later on. I might be a bit wrong there, but UFC like when they went into like bankruptcy, UFC just came in, snapped it up, bang.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, love the shit. Those soccer, there you go. Ruben has wrote back. Those soccer kicks were nuts. I'd call them football kicks, but yes, that was great about Pride. You could kick them in the face when they're down. Well, I would say it's great. I wouldn't want to be the person taking it, but
Oh, hell no.
they can knee a downed opponent, and it was ruthless, absolutely ruthless.
So, yeah, like, I get you. There's none of that fucking, like, oh, we're in the corner and the ref's got to count to 10 to break them. No, right?
Yeah.
None of that. It's just straight.
if I
face.
punched you and you fell on the floor in Pride, I could back up a tiny bit and then give you a right welly to the face of my foot.
Okay, yeah.
Like in a
Yeah,
street fight,
so-
I would say, yeah?
Real fighting, yeah, essentially. You're not going to, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Let
not
him
sure
do
you could have much of a career after it if you got multiple, as Ruben says, soccer kicks to the face. They were
Yeah,
ruthless.
nah.
They were like in UFC, you're not allowed to knee a downed opponent. Once I put my hands on the mat, you can't knee me. In Pride, I could knee the fuck out of you.
Okay, yeah, that's fucked up. That's
Hey,
hey,
man.
but again, that's why some of the best fights like you've ever seen
Fucking Ruben, football.
because like it's kind of bare bones, like real, like it's raw fucking fighting, like something you would do to somebody if you had to like defend yourself for real.
Well,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
And it was.
oh, I'll wait till Chris is done.
No, it was like, listen, anybody who's watching, you can find loads of Pride fights on YouTube. You don't have to get UFC Fight Pass for it, but there's loads of fights on there. Fedor was amazing in that. Fedor's a goat of the sport, and he knocked out everybody. But he fought some weird, crazy 7-foot giant flipping Japanese man.
Holy shit!
But it's all on YouTube. You can find it all. But yeah, there you go, Albert. Fire away, mate.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it. We've ran past our time. It's been a great show. We're going to have a couple more beers, and then we're going to
Just call it.
Yeah, we're gonna all do our separate things. What you got planned this week, little brother?
This week, nothing really. I had a fighting game tournament today. I did not
Oh, yeah?
go. I
You
did
didn't
not go. No. Between this happening and then the shit with my basement, I unfortunately couldn't make it. But
On to the next one, man. On to the next one.
the next one I'll have is in
Go ahead.
September.
Right.
So that one, I talked to the guy running it, and I could stream it. I
So-
could stream the entire tournament on my Twitch if I wanted to. So that's what I'll be doing. Keep a lookout for that.
Chris, you have Big Fight Week. You have Big Fight Weekly Tuesday.
Let me hold on 2 seconds. I can I can do this for you. There's get rid of my
Right.
t-shirt here. There you go, right in front of you. This Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK time. I think it's either 10 or 1 o'clock in your time. Lee McGeary, former Bellator light heavyweight champion, lives in Hawaii now, so he's getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning for us to have a great interview with Lee McGeary. I'm looking forward to it. Come along and watch.
Watch it Tuesday. And I have nothing planned for this week. No mornings with Bert, nothing. I'm going to be editing the show. We will be dropping clips of the show next week. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for joining us on The Art of Partying. I am your host, Bert, along with UK Chris, everyone's favorite little brother, Donnie.
Yep.
And we will see you guys next time. Thank you. And no, you guys are not invited to the after party. It's all of us.
After party.
You
Okay.
goofy goobers. We'll see you guys later. Bye.